Here we go, boys.
Welcome back, Sinister Sinema. This
What's
is our
up?
40th stream. How's that make you feel?
Makes me feel erect.
No. Like stiff, like you're scared?
Yeah.
Like you're scared?
No, like waking up in the morning.
Like waking up in the morning.
You can't roll over on your stomach.
Man. Do you want to introduce our guest, Carlos?
He can introduce himself.
Okay.
I'm gonna introduce myself. Where's what's his name? Warren Buffett. The Let's Get Ready to Rumble. The first ever token black guy on Sinister Sinema. Give it up for y'all. Give it up, world, for Boone 777 Instagram. Hurricane Boone. It's a pleasure, guys. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so tonight we're going to talk about Street Trash, 1987, classic trashy movie. This thing's messed up.
It's not that bad. Y'all keep saying it's fucked up. It's not
shit
that
was
bad.
wild, man.
I grew up in the fucking courts, man. I saw half
Did you
of
see
that
somebody
shit.
get their dick cut off?
I know, but I saw a guy shot in the face and his brain was coming out of his nose. That's worse than somebody getting
Yeah,
their
but
dick
this is
cut.
a movie,
Yes,
though.
in real life. The
How old were
dude,
you?
I was probably like 7 or 8.
Oh yeah, I saw my first shootout. I was 9. I'm still traumatized.
I still
I
remember.
healed up, but
I still remember the guy bumping into our car, and he had this giant ball of brain coming out because you could see where they shot him, like in his eye, and he hit the car, and there was blood on the.
Man, this went dark real fast.
It was just like in the fucking movies.
he didn't make it, huh?
It reminded me of I Am Legend, that part where the
That's rough.
zombie comes and hits the car.
He pissed somebody off that day, huh?
What's up, Frankie? It's not that bad, Frankie. Come on.
What's up, Twitch?
So what you just came into town to hang out and
came
chill
here-
with us,
I came
talk
here to
about movies?
Talk shit, and yap my mouth. That's what I do
Yeah.
best.
Yes.
Nice.
Talk about film. I love film, and the older I get, the more I like scary movies. I used
Nice.
to be a big pussy.
Carlos told me that you guys went to a bunch of scary movies together, though.
Yeah. Carlos really, he really allowed me to, man, just let your nuts hang and just enjoy the scary movie. So,
I still remember that one time I called you.
oh yeah, that scared the shit out of me.
No, I called you and you were.
At the Conjuring, I was at the Conjuring.
Yes, and I was like, "What are you doing?" I'm out in the hallway.
Man, that shit.
I had to take a break.
You had to take a
Man, I fucking couldn't stop laughing.
That was the one with not Bathsheba. That was the one with what was her name? The Valak.
That one was pretty good.
Valak was, yeah.
The first one, excuse me.
I wouldn't sum
The
her.
first one was all right, and it just got dumb at the end. I think I talked about this
Yeah,
yesterday.
you said you didn't like the witch flying around at the end.
Yeah, it's dumb, dude. Like, keep it simple, you know? Simple is more.
Talking about the end of the one with Valak?
No, the one at the first one where the mom turns into the witch. She's the witch, and she's in the
Oh.
chair and she starts floating and spinning. It's bullshit.
The one with Bathsheba.
Is that who it was?
Yeah, that was the main monster lady, Bathsheba.
I like Sinister better. Sinister was good.
Yeah, Sinister was what was his name?
Wait, was that
Bezalel?
was that Sinister? No.
No, Bazuzu.
What was
What's his name?
Which one are you talking about?
with what's her name from the Entity?
Insidious.
Insidious. That's the one I
I
like.
think about Insidious. Yeah.
There was some truly terrifying parts in that movie.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
it was-
I mean, there was some good ghost scares in The Conjuring, but the ending.
You know
ruined
what
it.
scary movie scared the shit out of me as a kid? I never forget it. Darkness Falls. When he was in the bathroom.
About the Tooth
and it
Fairy?
was- yeah, and it was hanging above the bathroom yelling at him after he killed his mama. Man, I slept with the lights on for about 3 days. No bullshit.
I said with the light on for like 30 years.
Man, Darkness Falls. People sleep on Darkness Falls. That movie was scary.
It's pretty good. It's an underrated movie.
You know what's funny is I was thinking once this is all over with, I was telling Carlos we should do another series that's different called like Slept On. That's just like
Oh, that's
all
cool.
these movies that
I've been slept on.
that like are great movies that people don't know about, you know, or don't watch, you know,
Yeah.
like because there's a lot of them, and there's a lot of good horror movies that I feel like people just don't know about. Street Trash is not one of them.
Definitely not.
Nobody even knows what Street Trash is.
No,
or-
but
or heard.
it's like, I mean, I wouldn't call it a classic or anything.
It
I
is.
wouldn't- I
You
mean,
know,
I
it
wouldn't
got almost
call it a.
it got almost 70 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's got a very particular audience.
Street trash.
It's a classic. It's a classic.
They've got a lot of
How often-
racist terms flying around.
Street trash is that scary movie for all the people who like to go to bottom bracket. Hang out.
I heard of that.
They go to bottom bracket. Yeah, all the bottom bracket people love street trash.
So you just worked on a movie?
Yeah, I worked on a short film. My good friend Cole Dabney and Jay Pender. It's like a short. It's like a sci-fi kind of thriller. You know, has some horror elements, but it's mainly like sci-fi kind of thriller, like suspense.
Yeah.
Aliens?
No,
Monsters?
no, not like that. It's just it's wacky. I can't speak on it too much because
It's not out yet.
but it's pretty good for a short film. It makes you think, and the production on it was great. The editing was great, and it was cool to be on set because that was my first real got to work on a movie set.
That's cool.
You know, so I saw the dolly grips and how everything was set up, and
The fluffers?
no fluffers on this one.
Different type of movie.
Yeah, cinematography and the director of photography and all the lighting and this and that. You just see what really goes on in the movie magic. And the trippy part was when we were getting the gear, when you pick up the rental gear.
Yeah.
I asked, so you in Burbank, there's a bunch of warehouses where all of the major movies, they all rent from the same place. So when you see these big movies on TV, it's like, oh, this warehouse, this dolly, Michael Bay probably had his ass sitting on this dolly.
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg was on this dolly.
Yeah, that's what's kind of crazy.
And they tell you like, this was used on Star Wars, this was used on Jaws, and it's kind of cool to be around and be like, whoa, this was filmed on E.T. or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're like a huge movie buff, it's like it's like a cool
it's magic.
Other people would be like, so? I'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This was used in this movie.
Yeah.
Kurt Cameron touched this airplane.
And Left Behind.
This was used on Waterworld. It's pretty cool to think about. But
Yeah, that's cool.
so yeah, I love working on film. I want to work on more.
Yeah. I love movies.
I want to do a horror film, but I don't want to be the black guy that gets killed first.
You can get killed second.
I'd rather get killed second.
Man, fuck it. Change the stereotype. You don't
you know
die at all,
I
dude.
don't die at all.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna kill the killer. How about that?
No, how about you're the killer?
That'd be cool.
Yeah. But nobody knows until the end.
Yeah.
Like it's like you nearly get killed the whole time, but
I'm the killer.
but the white guy next to you gets killed instead.
That's cool.
And then it turns out
And then at the end,
it's 'cause you
people
were
start
killing
putting two. They're like, wait a minute. There's flashbacks.
Yeah, that would
Why
be the
didn't
whole
he
time.
die?
Yep.
Holy
Hey,
shit.
they make another Scream movie. Y'all should make a black killer. I'd be the black killer with Ghostface.
Yeah, we were actually just talking about that. How all the killers in Scream are always a white person.
No,
Yeah.
I want to be the first. Black,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I want to be the first black man Ghostface killer. I want to be him.
Face killer.
Yeah.
They've got to have another one coming out because this one that just came out, the 2020.
You should make your own, but instead of calling it
And then the
Scream,
new
you
one.
call it Holla. Holla.
Holla, 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 holla. Oh shit, that's funny. Yeah, Warner Brothers, we got a hit idea. Yeah, just hit us up on Sinister Sinema. We got a hit movie for y'all called Holla. Black man goes on a rampage. Y'all done pissed him off. That check didn't clear. Y'all should have paid me. I got tired of paying child support.
So Carlos, did you pick this one or did I pick this one, or did we just kind of?
I think I probably picked it. You know why? Because I was looking through my movies, and I was just like, "Ooh, that one's." I had a picture of them on my phone because I'll take pictures of my movies, because just to send people and be like, "Look what I got," and you don't. Because I have a shitload of movies.
He likes
You know that.
flexing. He flexes with his movie collection.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, because I'm weak. I can't.
He's like, look, I got this on Blu-ray, VHS, and
Laserdisc.
DVD, and Laserdisc sometimes.
Carlos's living room scares me.
Yeah,
Movies.
and all the
Antiquities.
antiquities.
Human skulls.
Yeah.
I remember that one. I found that little geisha doll. You remember the little geisha
Yeah,
doll?
the one I didn't touch.
And I was like, I don't know why, but every time when I wake up, she's in a different spot in the living room. And you did not fucking like that.
No,
Then when you passed out, you were all snoring, and I went to go lay down. I fucking woke up to use the restroom and I moved that bitch right in front of you. So when you woke up in the middle of the night.
What about the jar? Remember the glass jar that had the handprint? Remember that?
Man, I can't. That disappeared, dude.
Yeah,
Did you take it?
No, hell no. This Doug know
Somebody
about that story?
fucking took it.
Yeah, he told me it disappeared.
It was gone. I text my ex-girlfriend. I even asked my ex-roommate if he took it. And he was like, no, it just disappeared off my shelf. Never saw it again. That shit was crazy, right?
Yeah.
People were like, it was like that already. I'm like,
no.
Jamie said you have to tell the story. It's a good story.
So, a while back, we were going to go see Ghost in Austin. So, we started drinking beforehand. You know, like idiots drinking beforehand before driving all the way to Austin.
Yeah. Very responsible, y'all.
Yeah. Yes, Ghost of the band, Jamie. So, I bought a 12-pack of Corona, glass bottles. And we were drinking. We took off. We came back. Drank some more. And then I was like, I'm going to go to bed. I'll clean up in the morning. So I left the bottle I was drinking in the cubby hole in my, I used to have recliners. The morning I woke up and I was cleaning up. I grabbed my bottle and it was kinked. The whole bottle was kinked. And you could put your hand exactly on the bottle and it made the indentions of your fingers. And the whole bottle, it looked like it was crushed, but like melted and bent.
Yeah, I think a demon.
Yes, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And my girlfriend at the time was like, that's the way it came out of the box. I'm like, I would fucking know. I would be like,
glass bottle.
I was like, they would not ship this out. It would not ship out like this. It's
but
impossible.
you had already had it
I had
before.
already, yes, there was salt on it. I kept it like that. There was salt.
Oh, you had already drank it.
It was there was still a little bit in there.
Yeah.
So I told my roommate.
You definitely would have noticed if you were drinking out of a bottle that was shaped like that.
I told my roommate too, and he was like, "Whatever, you got your torch. You have that torch that you use on your machines, and you burnt it." I'm like, "You can't do that. It takes a special heat. The glass would shatter."
Yeah.
And it would blacken it.
Right.
No, this, and you know where they screen print the label? Yeah. On the fingers, it was gone. Like it was heat on the screen print. It like melted it. But it wasn't black. It was still crystal clear glass. Wow. So I put it up on my shelf. And one day, like a year or two, probably a year later, I was like, thinking about it. I was like, oh shit, I want to look at that again. Gone. Complete, just disappeared. Never saw it again. I was so bummed out. So bummed out. I still think my roommate got scared and he broke it or threw it in the trash. Because he didn't like that shit.
Did that scare you?
No, I was like, oh, my prized possession. Like,
he's like, a demon was in my house.
What would you do if you confronted it? What would you do if a demon just showed up in the living room?
I have a list. Okay, I want this, I want this, and I want this.
What if they're not there to hook you up? That's the
like entity style.
Yeah, they're there to like
bend over. Like,
you
can't do anything else,
to take
right? Right, Breschard? Can't do anything.
You can run.
Yeah, no, you can do something.
What are you gonna do? What are you?
You really want me to tell you what you can do? We can get real deep, real quick. This rabbit hole can go real deep.
He was gonna. He's a demon. He'd go real deep too.
The ghost of your uncle.
I don't want no parts of that.
Yeah. So that was my demonic story, and it's gone. I was so bummed out.
Yeah, y'all. When I used to spend the night at Carlos's house, I confess, first few times I was kind of freaked out. Sleep one eye open. We'd be watching Blackish. That was our show. We watched Blackish. He'd be like, all right, I'm going to go to bed. And I'd be like, all right. And I'd be like, damn, I hope he stay up at least 30 minutes longer because I'm not sleepy yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if I'm sleepy and he wants to go to sleep, then I know. If I'm asleep, I'm good. But it's that hour before you just go to sleep. Your mind gets to wondering. You hear something in the kitchen. I'm like, fuck, is that the demon coming with the bottle? You know what I mean? Spooky, man.
You've got a lot of
Trinkets.
Creepy, collectibles and trinkets that may have demons attached
DMD,
to
what
them.
up? Oh, so my apartment was worse when I got this antique mirror from this mansion at an estate sale.
Mm-hmm.
The guy gave it to me. He would bring me stuff and I would tattoo him. Like, it was a huge antique mirror, like heavy. And I had it on my living room wall. And man, so much shit would happen.
Did you get rid of the mirror?
Hold on, I'm telling
Okay,
the story.
sorry. I jumped ahead.
Well, I would be sitting in the living room and I would see shit in the kitchen. And one time.
DMD, thank you.
Thanks.
A lot of screaming going on.
I looked and I saw something go behind the fridge. It freaked me out so bad, I got up. And I was like, somebody's in my fucking kitchen. So I walked in my kitchen all slow, and I was like, I peeked around the side, and there was nobody there. Like, I saw a head go back behind that's what I would see with that mirror. Every time I had that, the whole time I had that mirror. So I got rid of the mirror. Oh, and I would see shadows in the kitchen, like I would look and I would see like somebody in the kitchen moving the light. And I didn't want to tell Lyric. Lyric was little. She was coming down from Seattle. I'm not going to tell her anything because she slept in the living room because Greg was my roommate.
So you saw something in the mirror.
No, that's another part of the story. So then one day Lyric woke up and she was like, and I was like, what's wrong? You have so many shadow people in your house. She fucking told me that. Yes, and she was young. And I was like, what? What do you mean? She was like, every time I'm here watching TV by myself, I look in the kitchen and I see shadow people. Like they duck behind the fridge or I see them on the ground. And I was like, you're not scared? She's like, I mean, I was at first, but what are you going to do? and I was like, man, I didn't want to tell you. She was like, it doesn't bother me. Not anymore. But before I'd be terrified. So she knew. See, so I wasn't the only one that saw him.
That's crazy.
And then, you know how, like, see, you have a mirror on the wall and you have a ceiling fan? You know, it'll catch your eye even though you know it's there because you'll see the ceiling fan in the mirror. So it looks like there's something in the mirror. Well, every fucking day I would go home and something would walk past the mirror and I'd turn. I don't have a ceiling fan.
You gave me the chills right there.
So every day something would walk past the mirror and I'd be like, fuck. Every single day. So finally, I wanted to redo my living room. I really didn't want to get rid of it. It was just there. It took up so much. It was a huge mirror. So I gave it to my friend Adrian. And I told him, look, I'm going to give you this mirror, but do not ever get rid of it. If you move and you don't have room for it, I want it back. And he kept it on the wall. And I would ask him, hey, anything weird happen? And he was like, no, everything's cool. And then my friend spent the night there at his house, and I told him, and he was like, dude, I had the worst fucking nightmares when I slept in that room on the floor. He goes, I don't have nightmares, but I had the worst nightmares. I miss that mirror. I wish I had it back.
It's like Oculus. You've seen Oculus, right? Have you seen that? Oh. Yeah, it's about an evil mirror.
That's not the only story. But now nothing happens in my apartment. Nothing. It's like completely, nothing happens. So don't worry. You're safe.
Yeah, y'all want to hear y'all want to hear kind of a cool ghost story?
Yeah.
Seriously, this really happened. Okay, my dad died September 13th, 2020, right? He passed away in the house in front of the whole family. Everybody was there, all my brothers, all his kids. I was in Texas. I was there a week before he passed. I got to see him. So then I'd go back out. The next day after he passed, I went back to Mississippi. Anyway, so he passed in the house in front of his sisters and the whole family was there. He was on hospice. So they say you're supposed to let the windows up or the doors open if they're about to pass so the spirit can enter. So the spirit can exit the dwelling wherever it's at. They kept the windows closed and the doors closed from my understanding. Anyway, so the funeral happens the next week. I'm in town. I'm in town the day after, getting everything prepared. All my nephews, they were young, so I felt like I was like Lieutenant Dan, and they were all my privates, Forrest and Bubba. So I was like, come on, y'all, let's go treasure hunting around your granddaddy's house, because he got some cool shit around here. I know my dad. My dad used to hide a bunch of shit. My dad was a Vietnam veteran, so he used to hide all kind of cool trinkets and stuff. I was like, let's go treasure hunting, boys. Anyway, we go in the back room, and we're in my brother's Greg's room, and I said, yo, shh. was like, y'all hear that? And there were quarters. It was change on the dresser. No shit. I looked down. The quarters started moving and start shuffling. And then I heard the handles on the door start rattling on the cupboard, on the dresser. I freaked out. They freaked out. We all ran out the room. I'm a grown-ass man trying to keep my composure. Gone. They were like, what happened? Nothing. Shit, I need a beer. Let's go outside. Fuck that shit. I was scared. Later on that night, my brother, his fiance, she got this little dog. And he wouldn't stop barking. I slept in the living room with my oldest brother. We're back to back my dad has a couch that lays out into a bed. So I'm going to sleep. It's cold and shit. I'm like, damn, I gotta go pee. And I was like, Bernard, wake up. He's like, I'm still awake. I was like, you scared or what? He's like, no, motherfucker, you scared? I said, a little bit. I was like, I'm about to go pee. Just stay up. So I'm going into the bathroom. The other room, two of the pictures fall off the wall. Boom, boom. They just fall. I'm like, fuck, this shit is crazy. The dog would not stop barking at the doors. Bro. I'm like, shut up. Bro. The dog keeps on barking. The next 2 days after that, I'm in the kitchen. I'm doing something. I see a shadow walk behind me. Like a man just scared the shit out of me. I said, what's up, Pops? I know you're here. My cousin Alton goes to the bathroom. I go outside because I'm freaked out again. This is like a 3-day torment. I go outside. I'm telling everybody, man, it's weird. Do y'all feel that? My cousin's like, nah, I'm good. He goes to the bathroom. Guess what he hears? The quarters shuffle again. He walks out. Looks like he saw a ghost. I was like, yep, you saw it, right? He's like, yeah, fuck this shit. I'm going to go home. When we leave and come back to Texas, my brother Greg tears down the wall in the living room. I'm like, what? What'd you do that for? He's like, oh, I just wanted to make the living room bigger. Come to find out, when we left, he heard on the wall, Greg. It was my dad's voice, Greg. In the middle of the night for like 3 nights. Freaked him out. He tore the wall down and the haunting stopped. I was at my dad's house. It was freaky, bro. My dad haunted his own house.
That's awesome.
It's so awesome. Now that I think about it. But at the time, it wasn't.
Yeah, at the time, it's scary as shit.
No, because I literally saw quarters just shuffle.
Yeah, lyrics cool. On. She said, "What's Bree?"
Yeah. Hey, lyric.
Jamie said, "Do you think he wanted something?"
I think he wanted everybody to get out of his house.
Like, probably.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, no. I think it was his last. I think he was just saying hello. I think he was letting everybody know, hey, I'm in a good place. But this is still my house. So y'all keep it clean. And turn the music up real loud and party. And so that's what we did. It was a block party. It was a haunted house block party, y'all.
That's cool.
It was great. But that was my first time experiencing something paranormal.
That shit's scary, right?
Hell yeah.
Dude,
I still can't believe it.
I've experienced so much shit like that. It doesn't even bother anymore. It doesn't bother me anymore.
I didn't think that shit was real. But when you see, I'm looking down and the quarters are moving and the handles are rattling. It was like vibration. It was like the energy. My hair stood up. Everybody damn near turned white, and I got scared.
It's a different kind of scare from being scared from a movie and scared from real life shit.
Yeah.
Like ghost shit. It's a different. Yeah, the hair on your arm will stand up.
Dude, I worked at a Masonic temple in San Francisco, and there were times where everybody said it was haunted, and it was this creepy old building. Sometimes I'd be the only person there, like 3, 4, 5 in the morning, shutting everything down, just waiting on the cleaning crew. And like in the lodge where they used to perform all of their like ritual stuff, there'd be times where I'd turn off a light and like I'm the only person on that floor. Like I know there's no one else can get on that floor because like you gotta come these stairs, you gotta unlock the stairs locked behind you on every floor. I get there, I'd start in one spot, turn off the lights, I'd get through to the main part because it's a big floor, and I'd get back to the beginning and like some of the lights would be back on again. And I would just get like crazy. I would get like kind of like chills, and like
it's it's like terrifying for just a split second, and you're like, I don't know what to do.
And
like you think I don't know what to do, and you're like, you can't do anything. You just gotta fucking walk as fast as you can, get the fuck out of there. Yeah, Lyric said our Kirby house, dude. That's where Lyric.
The little girl.
That little girl, man. I have a story. Lyric would be tired in the morning. And I'd be like, why? You didn't sleep? She's like, no, the little girl, she wouldn't leave me alone. She kept wanting to play. Lyric doesn't remember any of that. And I'd be like, what little girl?
What little girl? Wow.
Yeah, that was crazy. I saw, Lyric, I guess, remembers it. She said she remembers some of it.
Kirby was always haunted. Yep.
Yeah, it's an old Kirby. You know what? We
3 days of torment.
We went by there. Lyric was like, we should go by the house and see. That motherfucker's still for rent. It was a 4-bedroom, 2 living room.
Nobody wants to live in it.
Family room, big backyard. Nobody, it's still for rent. He was like, and that dude would tell me, buy this house. I will give you a fucking hell of a deal. He wanted to sell it to me for like 40 grand or some shit. And it was nice. It was a nice place. But I was like,
there's a dead girl in here.
It was fucking haunted, dude.
Haunted.
Like, Lyric, I bought Lyric an ant farm because she loved science when she was little. Dude, all the ants were dead the next day.
Really?
Yes.
Like right after buying it?
The next day, after we put them in, they were all running around doing their little thing. I went in to check on them, all dead. I'm like, how the fuck are all the ants going to die in one day?
Were you like, it's not funny, y'all, but it's kind of is. All the ants die. Oh.
And her room smelled like mildew, but nothing was wet. I would go and I'd check the carpets because it was near one of the restrooms. I would check.
Drown the little girl? Or?
My friends wound up doing a Ouija board thing.
See, I can't deal with that.
And
I can't do that.
We wound up finding out the little girl wanted me to be her dad.
Oof.
Because her dad killed her. She had a stomach ache. So I guess the dad poisoned her. Dude, it was nuts. I was like, that's it. I don't want to hear anymore. I don't want to hear shit. You need to stop already. And then they were like, the last thing she said was, she wants you to go to the TV in the back of the shop, turn on the static, and she'll come and show herself. And I was like, fuck you, I'm not doing that. And they were like, please, you have to do it. For the love of God, please. And I was like, I'm not doing it.
Like that's what she said on the Ouija board?
Yes.
For once you got scared, huh?
Oh, yeah. I was like, nope, because some crazy shit happened at the shop. And they were like, she followed you here. She's following you. And after that little seance they had, I never heard from her and saw her again. But maybe she found me.
Maybe she's in the room right now.
Maybe.
Yeah, if she show up, y'all gonna see a black man run real fast. Gone. I'm going back to Austin, y'all. Bye.
I don't remember that Lyric.
She didn't tell you about it.
Have you ever done Ouija board?
No.
No, that's good.
No.
Yeah.
You just gotta say goodbye. You just gotta say goodbye. If you don't close the portal, that's when shit gets through.
Really? You gotta say goodbye.
You gotta tell them goodbye.
That's if they don't possess you before you can say goodbye.
No, they can't. If you say goodbye, they leave.
You're very confident, even though you wouldn't go talk to the girl on the TV.
I'm sorry, I have my limits if little dead girls wanted to show themselves in a static TV.
Like The Grudge.
Yeah, that bitch started climbing out of the TV with long hair.
You, Carlos? Like what would like really terrify you? Like scary movie type stuff.
Nothing really. I sleep in my room pitch fucking black, dude, and sometimes I know, and I don't know if it's me accidentally shaking, but sometimes at night when I'm in my room, it feels like somebody's pushing on the bed.
I felt that before too.
And I'll turn on my phone light because I'm thinking maybe it's my roommate pushing on it because it feels so real.
Like the mattress to go down a little bit.
Lyric said the Haunting of Hill House jump scare scared you.
Well, that was just a one jump.
It scared you though.
Yeah, I almost had a heart attack. Don't ever watch that show, dude. You will fucking pass out. I know you.
The Haunting of Hill House.
There's a jump.
Yeah, it's a TV show on Netflix.
That scene would make you pass out. I mean, you'd be like, oh, put your hand in your head. Fuck yeah, that scared the fucking piss out of me.
Like the way she looked and everything. It's just like so. Yeah, because it's like there's basically a sister who's a ghost. It's like a family, and one of the siblings.
You want some of this, Breschard?
One of the siblings dies, and they start seeing her ghost. And it's like, man, it's so creepy. It's got some creepy ass stuff in it.
Lyric said we need a sideshow where we just tell Bree stories and watch them react.
We need a sideshow where we just take. Yeah.
Yeah, Lyric used to always call him Bree.
Yeah.
What's up, Bree?
We got us a hit show, MTV. We got us a hit show, Netflix. You know, that's a good idea. A reaction show. Crazy shit y'all tell me.
Us three in a fucking complete black room watching a horror movie.
Freak the fuck out.
A couple candles.
The ratings are going up.
I still remember the time I took you to go see Life.
Eddie Murphy and Martin.
No, Life.
No. Oh, yeah. With
you would not. The ending of that fucking movie, you were like
Calvin the Martian, y'all. Calvin the Martian is undefeated. He is the GOAT. He is the greatest of all time.
Holy shit, I did not see that.
Man, Life was a trip.
You were just freaking out. I couldn't stop laughing.
Life was a trip.
You talked about that fucking ending for like
that's some
2 hours afterwards.
Scary shit right there, man. That the music, the boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, that was a good ending.
Yeah, that was Venom's daddy.
That's what they said, but it wasn't.
It wasn't. Okay, it should have been. They should have put Calvin as part of the Venom universe.
The fucking Marvel universe.
Yeah, that was a trip. That was a really good
Lyric
movie.
said with candles y todo. Damn, she's coming out Mexican, Lyric. So street trash.
Talk about street trash.
I told you, dude, we get off on tangents.
We hadn't even started. Yeah, we usually talk for about 20-30 minutes and then start talking about
Let's talk about this crazy ass movie that I was watching.
So it's directed by J. Michael Murrow, who is he didn't really direct much or write much, but he was a cinematographer. He did the camera for the movie Falling Down, which I really like. Michael Douglas. But he's also the cinematographer for Crash and what else, Carlos? Never gonna guess. It's like this is full circle shit. Flicka.
No.
Flicka. He was the DP for Flicka.
I was gonna say Speed.
Dude, how weird is that? We've been like joking about Flicka like the last couple shows, and then this dude's like actually that guy. And then the writer Roy Frumkes, he hasn't done much either. He wrote all the Substitute movies, the Teacher, those movies. The Substitute.
Yeah, that was good. The first one was good with
the first one was good. Tom Berenger. He wrote that one. But the other thing,
6 degrees of Flicka.
The other thing that he did was on Dawn of the Dead, he was the zombie that got the pie in the face.
Oh, really?
On the original Dawn of the Dead, where it goes into that comedic relief, and they hit the bikers. Hit him with a pie.
He wrote that script to democratically offend everybody.
Really?
He wrote this, and it wound up backfiring, and everybody loved it.
Street trash.
Yes, the guy that wrote it.
Yeah,
it backfired. All the kids were like, "I love this fucking movie," and it became a cult classic.
Dude, they only spent like $500,000 on this whole movie. It actually was a short film. I don't know if you saw that one. Yeah, there's a short that's like
terrible.
It's like 15 minutes long. Maybe it's basically
that's
the
funny,
same
right?
story,
You said like, how the fuck are they gonna make a whole feature film based on that piece of shit?
Yeah, somehow they came out with this short film, which is the same story, but much condensed. Like it's following the lead character Fred. It's the same guy too, but it's like kind of the same story about the liquor that's killing them and stuff.
Viper.
But none of these people hardly were in anything else. Like this is, if you look at the credits on this thing, it's like this is their one movie.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of nuts.
Dude, I should totally do a fucking Tenafly Viper shirt. Make it look like real whiskey.
That'd be cool.
And people would be like, "What is that?" Oh, you should totally look into it.
Or come out with y'all's own booze.
Doug's making eventually he's gonna make what do you call it?
I don't know.
Tiki.
Oh yeah, I'm working on a cocktail book.
Really?
And I'm gonna do all the drawings.
Book.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of pages. You should help me draw some of the art.
Yeah, we want to do it like horror.
He's an amazing artist, by the way. Like his tattoo, his script. Your script, dude.
Thank you.
I'm proud of your script. I'm like, I look at your shit and I'm like, not shit. I look at your work of art.
Yeah, that
and I'm
shit I
like,
create.
and I'm like, fuck. I can't. I never could get behind script, dude. I don't have the flowage
Hey y'all,
like you do.
if y'all don't know already, I look up to Carlos so much. To me, Carlos is one of the tattoo gods. He's a demigod. He's one of the tattoo gods who holds the keys to tattoo heaven. And I look up to him. So for him to tell me that, it means a lot. That's
Thanks,
awesome.
dude.
You know,
yeah,
it means a whole
your
lot.
script and your regular drawings, your panther heads and stuff.
Yeah. You remember the panther head? Guess what?
What?
My ex, I gave it to her. The original.
Like a painting.
It was a hand drawing with Prismacolor markers. It's beautiful. I'm gonna get it reprinted, but
It was cool, man. I really like that.
I really want my drawing back. She had it framed. Oh God, I want it back.
Offer her some cash. Go look. I really want that drawing back. I'll give you $10. You can keep the frame.
You can keep the heartbreak. Yeah, you can keep that. But you just give my painting back, please. That's all I want. You know.
Yeah, dude. It was fun showing you stuff, man. And
Yeah.
working
We
on
had
your
fun at the
machines.
shop. Yeah. Carlos taught me a lot.
Bubba didn't like that.
No, he did not.
Bubba didn't like that.
Bubba didn't like
Bubba
that.
doesn't watch us.
Hey,
So.
Bubba. Hey, y'all. Bubba didn't like that we were in cahoots.
We were in cahoots.
We were rebels at the shop, y'all. Me, Carlos, myself, Mondo, Cricket. Cricket was kind of he straddled the fence. He played
both sides of the field.
Yeah, he played both sides. That's my boy. I love you, Cricket, but you didn't want to get in trouble. You didn't want to hang out with the bad kids in the neighborhood. Yeah, me and Carlos, we were the lost boys. I was the black lost boy.
Bubba would come to me and say, "Did you say this?" And I'd be like, "No."
Yeah, he did.
No. I'd be like, "No, I said this." And it would be worse. And I'd be like, "You asked me, I'm not going to fucking, if I said it, I'm going to tell you."
Why was he so butthurt that we were like, we made the shop fun. That shop was fun when we were there.
Yeah, it was great. It was pretty great.
Yeah. Carlos was a bad influence on me, y'all.
That's what he said. I was a bad influence. I'm like, me? How the fuck am I a bad influence?
Carlos was the elder of the tribe.
Causing the problems.
I was like, whatever. I'd be like, "Hey, Breschard, let's go get fucking 6 doubles from McDonald's."
Yeah.
That was me being bad.
Yep.
6 fucking double McDoubles from fucking
Yeah, that was
McDonald's. That was bad. Whatever. Mr. Bubba go to Sonic and buy 57 corn dogs when they were 50 cents, remember?
Yeah, he was spending a lot of money on unhealthy food.
57 corn dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would get the top ones. You'd have to dig to the bottom. Because the top ones, they were making them so fast, they were raw inside, remember?
No.
Oh, it was kind of gross.
Not good.
So,
Good times.
street trash.
Yeah, the main guy, Fred, the main guy in the story, he was also the makeup artist. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah. I
He
saw that.
did the special effects, and then Paulie, the guy Paulie, who's the very first, you know that he's the guy that steals his Viper at first, and he's the one that the poster's made after. He's the one that goes and he's drinking it on the toilet.
And he melts in the toilet.
So that guy Paulie,
He turns blue.
yeah, he's actually a cinematographer, and he was the cinematographer for Brain Damage, the American version, and Basket Case.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's like this guy knew.
Have you seen Basket Case?
I have no.
I'm going to send you a list of movies, dude.
Yeah. Catch me up on all the crazy ass 80s movies. I love it.
Yeah, so he, Basket Case is a good one, but I guess this guy, Michael Murrow, he was already, he's already in the scene, and so he just, I think, hired a bunch of his friends and people to be in this movie because it's not like that. Most of these people weren't actors before this. Like a lot of these people, it was their very first acting job and last.
Yeah, a lot of them you can't even find anything on them.
That was
But that guy
15
that played
minutes of
Paulie,
fame.
like that was it. Like he was an actor in this, but he was a cinematographer.
The guy that plays Frank, the big guy.
Yeah.
That was in Poultrygeist and Toxic Avenger. That dude's the big guy that owns the junkyard.
Yeah, he was the mayor in Toxic Avenger.
That dude is so gross. Have you seen Toxic Avenger?
No.
Dude, you need to watch that. They're remaking it with what's his name? Tyrion from
Tyrion Lannister.
Tyrion from
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. I guess hopefully he plays the Toxic Avenger.
Really?
He's a little small to play a Toxic
Yeah,
Avenger.
but he probably gets big, you know what I mean?
Oh, like he's small in the beginning and then like
it's about this Melvin the Mop Boy. He gets dumped in some toxic waste and he becomes like a huge bodybuilder, but his face is all melted. And he goes around with a mop and then a tutu.
And he kills people.
And he kills bad people. Dude, it's great.
Yeah, it's kind of like an anti-hero kind of.
Anti-hero?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to make you a list. You need to watch all
make me a
these.
list. I'm going to watch it. I love film.
So what did you you just watched this last night, right?
Yeah.
What did you think? What's your like overview of it?
What the hell am I watching?
Percio.
Yeah, it was
Hey Percio.
You know what I appreciated out of it made you when I watched the movie, I was like, wow, those were the good old days. It reminds me of, 87. It was that time of film, like the early 90s, the score, the music. Coming soon, street trash.
Yeah.
Like they don't make movies like that no more.
Yeah.
Those were the good old days.
Yeah.
I mean, Hobo with a Shotgun pulled it off pretty good.
Yeah. Have you seen Hobo with a Shotgun?
Rutger Hauer.
Oh my God.
It's a newer one.
Really?
And they fucking did a great job. That shit looks like it was filmed in the 80s.
Really?
Yeah. It's kind of this feeling of a film.
Crazy gore, no CGI.
Yeah.
Practical effects.
Yeah, they totally made it look like it was filmed in the 80s. It looks really good.
It's pretty much about a hobo with a shotgun.
Hobo with a shotgun.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
He's fed up.
So when I was watching Street Trash, I'm like, okay, these people drink this booze that this guy finds, and they I thought they were going to turn into zombies, kind of, but they just started exploding.
And melting.
But I still never kind of got what in the booze made them turn.
It was just expired booze that turned acidic.
That's what it was.
They don't really explain why.
Okay.
I mean, there's one part at the beginning where he says something like, he says something about oh man, I can't remember, but he finds it hidden in a wall, in the basement. And he just is like, oh, I'll just sell this for $1 a bottle, to the homeless people.
I mean, that's cheap. Yeah. I would buy it too.
Yeah, I would too. Shit. You know what would have been kind of cool too? This is just my morbid mind thinking. They drink the booze, they shit on themselves so bad, it gives them a really, really severe case of diarrhea that they die. They shit their intestines out and bowels out. How about that?
Like dysentery.
That'd be a way to go, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You shat so hard that your guts is out of your rectum.
Well, it'd really be good.
You're that would have been a whole different.
What would be good is if that happened, but they're walking and dragging their whole insides behind them.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, just shoot me.
It's like they're dragging their shadow.
I don't want to go out like that.
Yeah, that'd be rough.
That's pretty rough.
But yeah, it's crazy how they don't do, all these people die, but they die in a, it's not like they start hemorrhaging and blood's coming out. It's like purples and pinks and oranges.
I was expecting blood.
Yeah. But instead they're all
it was kind of cool to see a horror movie colorful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the toilet guy, like you said, he's blue and greens.
Yeah.
Crazy fucking, and Frank, no, what's Frank, remember those folders you would buy for school?
No.
That famous artist who did cats and shit.
Yeah. You nearly said Anne Frank, though.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
But that's that little girl, right, that killed all the Jews?
No.
She was the deaf girl. Was she deaf? Mute? What was she?
Yeah, she was a deaf girl, mute girl.
Oh, she blind?
She was one of them. I know she killed Lisa Frank.
Lisa Frank.
Oh, not Paul Frank?
No. Yeah, Lisa Frank folders. My mom, dude, I was so embarrassed.
Are those the yellow manila folders? What color were they?
They were fucking crazy colors. Yeah, my mom would go to Woolworths and Wins, and she would buy. They would be like 10-cent folders. She would buy me all of them, dude. And I was in middle school.
And they look
Do you
like they were
imagine
for like
a little boy going to school with fucking cats and shit all over that shit, dude? I got beat up, dude. They'd be like, nice fucking cat, dickhead.
they were for tweens, but you were like carrying them around.
I'd come home with fucking black eyes, and she'd be like, "What happened, mijo? Your ass happened, mom." Fucking Lisa Frank, what the fuck is wrong with you? Only a nickel. Because they had fucking dog ears. They were all bent, so they were fucking a nickel.
Everybody else had Trapper. You remember Trapper Keepers?
Oh yeah, man. If I could get,
Damn.
They came back out again.
dude,
I could finally afford one.
Wow, your mama did you wrong, bro.
I didn't get a Trapper Keeper until
man.
I was in high school.
My mom would be like, "Here, double side some fucking masking tape. There you go. There's your Velcro."
I didn't get Trapper Keepers until I was in high school, and that's because I got a job and I had to buy it myself.
That's funny.
My mom was like, "That one's no better than this one."
I'm like, "It's a Trapper Keeper."
But it has the name. It has
do
the name
individual
on it.
sections for class.
Yeah,
No.
she's like going to Office Depot and
And
getting
then I
me
only
just a
had one
binder.
for all my classes, so my Lisa Frank folder was that thick.
I remember middle school, first day. I was probably 6th grade, maybe 5th grade. And, you know, I love my mama. I really do. But I remember a couple times I had to go to school with the Velcro shoes from Walmart.
Oh,
the two
yeah.
strap, the grandpa straps.
The Malito
Oh,
shoes.
man, they were gray.
The Malito shoes.
Yeah,
Little-
Horrible.
The sick kids would have to wear those
my
because they didn't know how to tie their shoes. You were one of the sick kids, Breschard.
Yeah, I was one of the spade kids.
one of the worst days of my life was whenever my mom was like, "Oh, I bought you these shoes," and she went to Payless, and they were like fake Converse, and they had the little circle on the side with a star on it, but it was on the wrong side. Like, so Converse are on the outside, these circles are on the inside. Man, I wore those things to school one day, and this girl named Lisa that was like this like rocker girl.
Hey, look at those welfare Converse
Dude,
shoes.
exactly, dude. She was like, "Those are fake," and they're all laughing at me and shit.
Welfare Converse shoes.
Oh,
I went outside. Me and my brother went outside. Like, I had them for like 2 days,
That's funny.
and I like ripped the heel off of them, so they were like, you know, flopping. And I was like, "Mom, I was climbing the tree, and the whole sole ripped off this thing."
You better super
I was
glue them
like,
shits.
"Man."
but put some water on them shits.
Yeah, shoe goo.
Oh,
Payless, any shoe store that just has a whole section of shoe goo to go with their shoes, you don't need to be buying.
I remember
shoes
one
there.
time my mama bought me some Shacks. To Shaquille O'Neal. I'm like,
How
Mama,
did he? But he never won. He never won a championship. How did he have shoes?
I don't know. I mean, supposedly he sells a lot of shoes in Walmart.
Oh
My
yeah,
mama
he
bought-
did it for the
Yeah.
poor kids. He
Yeah,
did those
yeah.
so kids would be able to
So I
afford.
had some Shacks. All my homeboys had Jordans and Reeboks, Feelers. I show up with the big Shack.
They have aquariums in the bottom.
Oh. Or you had the shoes that light up every time you step.
Oh yeah,
Did they have the wheels that pop out?
Oh,
Do
no, I
you-
didn't, go,
Weenies.
I didn't do those.
Oh man, that's some funny shit.
Good old days, y'all.
yeah.
I'm trying to remember that store where you would go solo serve.
I don't know that.
Solo serve. They had the pants and the shirts that they would mess up, so the stitching would be off.
Oh yeah,
So it
just
would
like
be-
Burlington Coat
It would
Factory.
be all perfect like that, and then it'd go off.
They called them irregulars.
So all my shirts, like one of my long sleeve shirts, came out to here, to my fingertips, and the other one was right here. So I just rolled those bitches up. Nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
Yeah, that was a
My pant leg on my rustlers was longer than my right leg.
The Rustlers. Hey, yeah. Was Rustler like the fake Wranglers?
Yeah,
I had the
that
Rustlers
was the Walmart.
From Kmart.
Yeah, Kmart. They were
Oh,
Kmart. Yeah.
Man, I had a pair of Rustlers.
Oh, I had a bunch of pairs of Rustlers. The
I
good old
respect.
days.
Whenever I see
God bless our mamas.
Look at us now.
they tried,
Yeah, they tried. Mama tried, y'all. We love our mamas, y'all.
but Mom, I want Jabos.
Yeah, we wanted Jabos. Mom, I wanted some Jabos.
Pate and
How about some?
Francois.
Can we get some Jabos and Red Wings?
Francois.
Francois Gerbeau.
Francois Jabot.
Let's just go to Gadzooks.
That's the hood classic. The shuttle strap Jabots. Oh, you had Jabots. You was like you had some Gucci, some Balenciagas.
Dude, for about
Goddamn
3 years,
Jabots.
for about 3 or 4 years there, those were the best like only the coolest people wore those
Yeah,
things.
if you had Jabos, you was hot. You had some Jabos.
Those were more back then than I pay for pants now.
Fifth grade, we're like, man, that kid's getting laid.
He got Jabos.
He's wearing Jabos.
He's got Jabos and Kappas.
And a Jan Sport. If you had a
fucking Kappas.
If you had a Jan Sport backpack, Jan Sport. You had some money if you had a Jan Sport with the brown suede bottom. How about that? Remember that?
Oh yeah. Extra tough. Yeah.
So it would be tough and it wouldn't rip.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Put
rip.
it on the ground.
You didn't have your fifth grade homework hanging out the back pocket. You know.
Doug always makes fun of me because I love bologna. It was because I took that shit every day to school, dude. Bologna, cheese, and mustard. Every day I ate it. That's all we could afford.
Was it fried or no?
Every day, that's all we could afford. My mom would make me my sandwich. So to this day, I still eat that shit. Brings back memories of me being poor. I mean, I'm still poor, but
bologna tastes like it has sand in it to me. It tastes gritty. I don't know why. It just tastes gritty.
I like
to me.
Spam.
I never
I
complained.
do too. I like Spam.
I was never that kid that complained about food when I got home.
What about Vienna sausages? Y'all ever...
Hell no, potted meat though.
I see. I ain't never got down that bad. Potted meat.
Oh, I love it. No, I would tell. Can you buy me some potted meat? I love that. My dad would eat that shit because my dad was in Nam too. So
yeah, your dad was in Vietnam.
they had they had those little snack whatever they could eat. So when he came home, he would eat the liverwurst.
My dad ate liver too. He loved it. I can't do liver.
Fucking cannot.
Liver's
He would be
nasty.
like, I'd be a little kid. Go make me 2 liverwurst sandwiches and put mayo on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be there all making the sandwich. It smelled so bad to me.
He loved it.
And that I can't eat. And there I come up with mayo and his liverwurst sandwiches, and I'd be like, get on my fingers, and I'd be like,
Oh man.
But yeah, bologna and cheese, man, I could eat that shit every day. I love it. Yeah, poor people food. When there was meat in the fucking fideo
I love fideo.
or chicken in the rice, dude, it was payday.
We used to have what we called old standbys, so it was just a piece of white bread and a piece of American cheese and mayo.
Mustard. I would
That's
eat
it.
cheese sandwiches like that.
It was just cheese sandwich with mustard.
My mama used to make us buttered toast. Put a little sugar on it. You'd be all right. A little buttered toast. Put in the oven. Put a little sugar on it or some cinnamon.
Yeah, that's what I still make
good.
that. I make that shit now to this day.
It's good. A little cheese toast.
Yeah, Jamie said, what did they eat?
No, remember the one guy
On street trash. What did they eat?
the one guy goes into the grocery store and is
he steals all that chicken. That shit was gross.
He put a cantaloupe in his
He put a
pants.
cantaloupe in his pants.
They ate good that night, though.
They ate good that night. Man, this movie's weird because you have the homeless people. You have a mafia story.
The cop
in there. You have the
He was a real cop before this movie. Real New York cop.
You got the cop. You have the weird guy that owns the junkyard who rapes a corpse.
It's dead, you know.
What's it called?
Necrophilia.
Necrophilia. That's some weird shit.
Yeah.
Started by Dahmer on that.
Yeah. It's got some.
Oh, you saw it, right?
Oh, I'm on episode 7. Man, that shit is messed up. Ooh.
I haven't seen it yet.
I lived it. He didn't get me, though.
No.
He didn't get me.
You in for a while.
He didn't get me.
Ride.
He took me, fed me drinks. He didn't get me, though.
He didn't get you.
Every time he gave you more drugs, you're like, oh, that was good. You got more?
Shit.
Dahmer is so bad. You know what? I wish I was the one who killed Dahmer. I wish I would have been the one.
Somebody shanked him in jail, right?
They shanked his ass.
No,
His
I thought
celly.
they hit him over the head with a lead
A mop or something.
Lead pipe.
Lead pipe. Okay, yeah.
Pretty much took his brain out of his head.
Yeah.
Cracked his head open.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Yeah, lead pipe. From the back.
Yeah.
Split him open.
He's like, you like fucking around with pipes? I'm going to give you a pipe to your fucking chompa.
Damn, you haven't seen it yet, huh?
No.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we know the whole story. I grew
Yeah,
up with that
I've seen
shit.
a bunch of other documentaries on him.
Have you
and
seen
stuff.
all the episodes?
No, I haven't seen any of them either.
Oh, yeah. Well, I ain't going to spoil it for y'all, but it's...
I know what happens. He dies. I know the whole story.
Yeah, it's bizarre, though. They go deep. And
He went deep, too, I heard.
I feel bad for his grandmama and his dad. You know, you get to know who he was as a person.
Dude, I saw the actual footage when he's in court. and the mom is going ape shit yelling at him.
She was ashamed. That's her son.
No. One of the mother of one of the victims, and they showed the original clip. Dude, that chick knocked it out of the park, dude. That shit
that's what
was
people are
dead
saying.
on.
Man. It's like they really looked at a lot of the old footage.
It's almost exact. If you see the original, you're like, holy shit, she really went that crazy. And they had to restrain her and shit.
The writer and director on this, Dahmer, I really think that it should be nominated for an Emmy. Is it Emmy? Yeah. Because if it's a TV show, is it Emmy or...
Yeah.
No, Netflix, they win Oscars now.
They win Oscars now? Well, it should be nominated.
That one year, fuck, Netflix swept that shit.
As crazy as the Dahmer series is, it is phenomenal acting. The cinematography, it's great. Yeah, they did a great job. As dark as it is, it's great. It makes you want to watch. Makes you want to watch the next episode.
Yeah.
Street trash.
Yeah. Let's get back to street trash. We haven't even talked about it hardly.
Yeah, we've been talking about it.
We slowly. So basically, there's this guy, and the movie starts out. He goes in and steals some liquor, or does he buy it? No, he steals it. He runs out. And he causes a car wreck. He pisses off this other homeless guy, so they're all just
he owes
chasing
him money.
him. Yeah,
I think he owes him like $4.
yeah.
And I'm like, that ain't shit. I'd be like, you know what? Just keep that shit.
So they're chasing him through everywhere, and he runs up into a building.
On that scene, they put a camera on a golf cart
and to chase him.
And film it.
And he runs up a fire escape, runs into a building. I guess the fire escape fell because the building was actually on fire. But he runs through a couple's room, and that's where the full frontal. But it's basically he gets back to his place, and you find out they live in a wrecking yard, like a junkyard, junkyard, and it's weird. They live in him and his brother live in one part of the junkyard, and then there's this whole gang that lives in another part of the junkyard, and that guy is kind of
run by Bronson.
Yeah,
the
Bronson's
Vietnam vet.
Kind of like the king of the homeless people.
The king of Trash Mountain.
Yeah, man.
Trash Mountain, right?
Yeah, it's weird. He's there. He's got his
He was that dude was cast the day before.
The King of the Hill.
He was cast the day before they started filming, because the original guy got fired after one day. So he didn't know. No idea. He didn't know anything. They just gave him the lines and he acted it out. He didn't know who he was. He didn't even know what the fucking story was about.
Yeah, he said he didn't even read the script till the movie.
Yeah.
Till he was finished.
Till he was finished, he read the script and he was like, oh. Yeah, I think he did a pretty fucking good job.
Yeah, they basically told him, okay, in this scene you're going to do this, and he just kind of ad-libbed. They gave him some basic lines and he ad-libbed everything else.
Man, his chick in the movie she did a good job being fucking nasty.
Dude, when she dies at the end, that shit's crazy. She's reaching, her hand goes into her chest, and then she just completely melts onto the car. But basically the cop is after that dude, because he's
and then he's trying to figure out all these people melting and shit.
Yeah, where's it coming from?
Yeah, and then at the same time there's the two brothers who live in there too, and they're kind of, for whatever reason, they live in the same garbage or in the same place with people that they're enemies with, right? I mean, because they're enemies with those guys.
And the girl, the receptionist that works there, is dating the younger brother.
Well, it's weird. It's she's trying to be kind of his mother or something. She feels bad for him.
Hot, dude. That girl was so hot.
And then but then she ends up gonna sleep with the dude. It's kind of weird.
And they're all dirty all the time.
Yeah, she was gonna sleep with him. She flashes her boobs and she's like, "We have an hour," and he's covered in grease and
he's
dirt
all, "I only need 3 minutes."
Yeah.
Grungy.
Yeah. But there's some weird shit that happens in this movie.
It's not that weird.
I mean, so then all of a sudden you're introduced to this girl who goes back with the homeless guy to his
She comes out drunk.
tire house. Yeah. And
comes out drunk and he winds up picking her up, and the mob boss comes out and gets pissed off at the door guy.
Yeah.
Because you weren't watching her, and gets all pissed off.
But she goes back to have sex with him
and winds up getting
in the junkyard.
Getting gang raped.
Yeah,
and murdered. So she got raped in real life in a subway.
After that?
3 years before. So when she was filming that scene, she had fucking crazy flashbacks.
Why would you even sign up for that?
So I don't know if whatever happened to her in the movie, she was like freaking out for real, but she said like it caused damage.
Some PTSD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, right? I mean, fuck, it's a paycheck, I guess. But I guess she thought, I can do it. No, that shit'll fuck you up, man.
Yeah. It's like if you read about, like, if you were going to be in a script and it was something about an uncle touching, you would be, like, real upset.
Yeah, my uncle. I thought I was a ghost. But I could feel his dung.
Your Tio.
I could feel his dung.
Come here, mijo.
Holy fuck, dude, that was good. That's what I would hear in my ear.
Come here, mijo.
It's fucked.
And I'd be like, Jorge?
Come here, mijo.
But yeah,
I'll take you to Six Flags.
After that weird rape, you know, or after they grab her and they insinuate that she's about to get raped, the next day you just see her body like down in a ditch next to the water, and like the owner of the junkyard, who's been trying to basically molest the receptionist the whole time anyways, he's like just looks at her and is like, looks around, then he goes down there and just grabs her leg and starts dragging her, and you're like, ugh.
That dude is so disgusting. They said he's really fucking nice though.
Yeah, I actually saw an interview with her.
Yeah, we saw that. He was so nice when he had to like grab her and shit. He was like, "Are you okay? You know, let me know if I do anything wrong." Like he just plays a disgusting pig, but in real life he's just a sweetheart.
And whenever he had to like lay on top of her, he was like, "Let me know if like it hurts or if I'm too heavy or any of that." Yeah, like she said
they said he's super nice.
I heard that about Toby Hooper, the guy who played Leatherface.
No, Gunnar Hansen. Yeah, I heard that too. He directed it. Yeah, I also heard he was super nice too.
Yeah. And they're both dead now.
Isn't that crazy? Oh, but they are going to come out with a new one.
What?
A new Texas Chainsaw.
Again?
It's supposed to be the Leatherface.
Oh.
He's an older Leatherface. He's in his 60s now.
Like he made it through, and now
he made it through. He's older.
That sounds interesting.
He's older. Yeah. He's old. He's an old man now, but he's still back.
And he's calmed down, but something brings him out of retirement. Dude,
they say he's gotten worse.
Damn.
He's still.
I like where I was going with it.
About the life. Yeah, he's older. I saw the movie poster for it. It was supposed to come out.
No Control 182.
Last year.
Hey, dude, no. Which Silent Hill? Wait, the old one?
The only Silent Hill I like is the video game.
I actually saw the Silent Hill movie with the girl from Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, yeah.
I took Lyric to see the midnight showing. She was young. That part when all the little babies come out crying with their melted faces, Lyric fucking threw her hands over her face and started screaming in the theater. I was like, it's okay, it's CGI. And she was like, okay.
Whenever a very original Silent Hill video game came out, I used to live in a house that had like one of those sliding glass doors, and there were no lights in the backyard at all. I mean, like, it was just complete pitch black. And this is in North Texas. And I had my TV set up as like one of those big old, like, huge TVs, heavy as shit. I had it set up to where my chair sat right next to the door. So, like, I would, like, to scare myself, I would, like, open that door, turn off all the lights, and sit there and play Silent Hill. That's one of the most terrifying video games ever made.
It's pretty fucking scary, man.
Dude.
Yeah.
I have the complete game, right? Everything. I'll have all of them.
It has the original one on it?
I
played that original one because it has, like, multiple different endings. And so I wanted to try to figure them out. And I figured out, like, I think 2 of them by myself, and then I went and got, like, whatever the Game Informer type magazine was back then, because it was for the internet, and I looked up how to do all the different endings. So I played through that game so many times. You should bring that to the shop. What's it for? Is it for PlayStation or Xbox?
I don't know. I think it's PlayStation.
Yeah, I had it on PlayStation. I don't know if they made it for Xbox or not.
I think I have the PlayStation 4 though box set.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you should bring that.
Are y'all Xbox or PlayStation?
We have an Xbox at the shop, and then like
I tattooed for an Xbox Terabyte, so it's at the shop. Dude, fucking brand new. I couldn't pass it up.
I love PlayStation.
yeah,
I like PlayStation. The Xbox One Terabyte plays 4K DVDs.
Really?
PlayStation 4 will not play DVDs. You can will not play 4K. You can stream 4K movies, but you can't play the 4K.
I just love PlayStation's. All of their
I like the controls better.
the controls, and then their their intro screens are always PlayStation.
Yeah.
Just the sound and all.
And
that.
it starts up so much faster than Xbox. It takes fucking like 10 minutes.
I grew up on PlayStation 2. I had a PlayStation 1,
me too.
PlayStation 2, like I had all
ColecoVision.
the PlayStations.
I still remember when I got our first Atari, dude,
Really?
and we played Pog. That was huge. We were like,
Pog, PAWG,
ring the little beep,
Pong.
Pong.
Pong,
Pong.
boop. The ball going back and forth, dude. That was like, man, this is the future. I looked at my brother and be like,
And you had the little controller that went like this. It had like a 10 key on it.
Y'all were in the future.
this is the future. Before you know it.
Back to the Future lied to us. We still ain't got flying cars yet.
Flying skateboards.
Yeah, they lied to us.
Yeah.
No, they made one. The
Flying
hoverboard.
skateboard?
The hoverboards,
Did it
they
work?
made one. Yes, it works.
It's not like everybody's just flying around on them like in the movie, though.
Pretty much, yeah. You should look it up.
I mean, the damn Jetsons was supposed to be
They really
the cartoon.
lied to
That
us.
was supposed to be the year 2000.
Really?
Yeah, that was supposed to be the year 2000.
That's crazy.
They had a bunch of big. They had some big.
He worked
we would have all
Space
this.
Sprockets.
We
Yeah,
actually
Space
would have
Sprockets.
all this stuff by now, but the government keeps it all
Yeah.
for themselves.
Can we go deep on that?
So what you're saying is like if you go into a government building, they're all on hoverboards.
Yeah, they're all cruising around on hoverboards. For real. They want to make money off of it. They don't want to give it to the population.
Yeah, this rabbit hole can go real deep right now.
Yeah.
See where that took us?
So in Street Trash, this guy takes the mobster's girlfriend or wife or whatever, and she goes back to have sex with a homeless man in a junkyard, and she's happy about it. She gets killed, and so then all of a sudden the mobsters are brought into into the story a little bit more because then they want to kill the lead character who slept, Fred, who slept with her. So they send somebody to go kill him at the junkyard, and the cop shows up for some reason and gets in a fist fight with him, and then confronts the mobster, and the mobsters take off. I mean, the one mobster is going to assassinate Fred was about to shoot the cop, and the cop's like, first of all, he's holding a gun like this. This is the dumbest thing I ever saw. But then he says,
Why is that dumb?
because it's a dumb way to hold a gun. Doesn't do anything. So he says, like, do you want to rot in prison or do you want to die in combat? And the guy's like, sure, why not? And puts his gun down and fights the cop, which was kind of weird. But then the cop tells, after that happens, the cop tells the junkyard owner, Frank, he asked about the dead body. He's like, does that have anything to do with the dead girl? And he's like, oh, well, there was layers upon semen in her. And he goes, can you tell whose it is? And he goes, well, we know that the third guy from the last had gonorrhea or had syphilis or gonorrhea or something. And then it shows the guy like scratching his crotch. So you're just kind of like, oh, gross.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
The penis went flying.
Well, so then like for whatever
Calm down,
reason,
Breschard. We're
it gets
getting
into a point where that guy is going to fight the main bad guy. What's his name, Carlos? Starts with a B. It's Bubba? Bronson is like going to fight one of our main one of the two brothers, Frank, and this guy just randomly, it shows him from the other side of a wall, and he like sticks his dick through a hole to pee. And so, like, Bronson just grabs it and cuts it off.
They actually made
I don't know why.
They made 3 dick sizes.
Why did he cut it off?
They made the pecker. The medium size one was the poker, and the big one was the pecker.
Is this what they said?
Yeah.
In the extras?
The small was the pecker, the medium was the poker, and the big one was the packer.
Why?
The packer.
Why did they make 3 sizes?
I don't know. They just.
And why did they name them? Just because it's fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like a weird thing where they're just like all of a sudden they're playing like keep away with the guys
I think they probably had. I think this movie was. Let's just have fun and see where it goes.
Yeah, I think. Well, also I didn't realize like Carlos said the guy wrote it wanting to offend everyone.
Yeah.
So like it's like I see that, but then all of a sudden the cop shows up again in the junkyard and gets in a fight with Bronson, and Bronson like right away like stabs him in the back with like that femur knife that he has. He has like a sharpened femur.
That was like right in the fucking middle of his back. That would have paralyzed him.
Well, I mean, he kills him. Okay. He kills the cop.
But he's still like moving around.
Yeah.
He would have dropped like a fucking sack of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have killed him right away. For sure. But like they fight for a while. He like body slams the girlfriend. Like the cop picks up the girlfriend, like, throws her against the wall. But like, yeah, that was like a weird, like the cop just kind of like randomly showed up by himself and like starts fighting the bad guy and gets killed. Wasn't that kind of weird?
Yeah. It's not a weird movie.
Yeah.
Y'all think it's so bad and it's not. I lived it. Minnesota courts.
He lived it. You know what's crazy to think that in that community, you know, what they call them, the hobos or, you know, the homeless or the bums, like, that's a whole nother world. So what I took from that movie, it was kind of like, damn, what if that shit really goes on?
It does.
Oh, I'm sure there is. Like, there's got to be like a weird hierarchy of
that we don't know about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a different way of life and a lifestyle. What if that really goes on?
I had actually read somewhere that some of the people in this were actual like homeless people. That some of the actors were, and that's like why there's only one. They only have one credit because that's the only thing they ever did. But then I tried to look that up. I actually tried to look it up this morning. I'm like, I can't find anything about it saying that that's true or not. So it's kind of weird. Yeah.
When I was watching it, reminded me of I've driven down Skid Row.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
It's parts of Oakland that.
Not as bad as the Tenderloin.
Oh, San Francisco.
Yeah. I worked there for like 8 years.
Yeah, so me and my ex-girlfriend, it's like 4 months ago actually. We were in San Francisco, and her stepdad said, we were just touring around San Francisco. Whatever you do, don't go to Tenderloin. I was like, what the fuck is Tenderloin? Like, I'm thinking a steak restaurant. I'm hungry now, you know? Yeah. Tenderloin.
And you're like, no, I gotta go. I gotta see it. That's what I'd be like. I gotta see it.
Like, don't y'all walk down. You know, it was like a little 5 hour. We went to the pier and did all that. But he was like, don't go to Tenderloin. It's a lot of fentanyl and a lot of some hard, heavy drugs.
Yeah.
You know, that's the lifestyle. They live it.
Yeah.
And they almost like prey on the civilians. It's kind of creepy to think about.
Yeah, it's like some of those people get violent down there.
Yeah, it's creepy. It's like, so
it's a crazy area.
You gotta know where you're at.
Yeah.
Did you know Bryan Singer was a production assistant on this?
No.
Usual Suspects, X-Men.
That's crazy.
Bryan Singer.
That's cool.
I had no idea. I didn't see that on the credits at all.
Production assistant.
Is he like uncredited or is it in there?
No, I don't know.
I didn't really dig too deep because everybody I looked at on here was like, this is their only movie. This is their only movie. This is their only movie. Yeah, so it's like weird, but yeah, man, what's the outcome of the whole movie? Like, it's basically like everybody who drinks this drink is dead. The main bad guy. Did you like the makeup at the end though, where like they kill the main bad guy?
Fuck yeah, I have that Fangoria where they show that.
Dude.
It hits him right here and blows the whole top of his fucking body off and.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good
stuff. There was some good makeup in it, I feel like. For all being practical effects.
It was graphic.
It was very graphic. And then like his head's just sit on the ground, but with part of his upper body.
Is he like still moving?
He's like kind of looking. The girl runs and jumps over him. Then there's a POV shot showing upper skirt. And he kind of like, his head just kind of smiles just ever so slightly. It's like, but it's like a puppet head. It's not his real head at that point. But yeah, it's like, that's some creepy shit.
That's creepy.
I mean, this movie, my wife watched this movie with me, and I'm pretty sure she said it made her feel dirty. Like, and I think that's,
I can see that.
and that's kind of what Cody said too. He's like, wow, that movie is,
it's grungy.
it's grungy.
After I saw it, I was like, man, I want to go to fucking Midnight Swim.
The club?
Yeah. Like going to,
What's Midnight Swim?
It's a new club on the Strip.
I want to go to Rumble right afterwards.
What, by St. Mary's, like by Paper
Yeah.
Tiger and all that?
Yeah, right across from Paper Tiger area.
Paper Tiger was cool.
Yeah, when we worked there.
Yeah. Yeah.
We ran that joint.
Good old times.
It was ran well. Very well.
I don't know. What do you, is there any parts you really liked about this movie, Carlos? Besides the guy cutting the dick off?
The Asian boobs.
She does show her boobs for a moment. She's like kind of strip teasing for him.
And the ending, the makeup, when that shit, the oxygen or the acetylene tank
Oh, yeah.
blows the top of his fucking body off. That was cool.
Yeah. They exploded a whole person. Oh, yeah. It's also weird at the beginning, like when they're running around. I just remembered whenever I was thinking about the fat guy, whenever he blows up and he's sitting there like just burping and belching and like it's all like, ugh. But like at the beginning when he steals the bottle and he's running and it's like the opening credits, like it's like there's a bunch of like farting happening. Like, and I'm like, why are they like putting all these farting sounds in here? Like, it's really weird.
He's running.
Yeah.
I know I fart when I run. Do you fart when you run?
No, I won't. No.
If I have to fart while I'm running, I just stop running.
Yeah, no, I'm running. If I'm running, I got to fart. I'm running to the bathroom. That's where I'm going. I'm running to the bathroom. Workout has ended, folks. I gotta go. That's where I'm going.
It's
What
a
I
new thing they
didn't
call
like.
yogging.
No, it's what it is. It's called street trash.
Yeah, I think that
You're either gonna hate it or you're gonna love it. And I thought it was. I mean, there's really nothing to hate. It
So-
was just made.
you know the guy that plays the mobster, Jimmy Duran. That's his name in the movie. He sings a song at the end. They call me Jimmy Duran. He was an actual lounge singer, and this was his first movie ever. But after this, Martin Scorsese saw him in this, and that's why he got hired for Goodfellas. Like,
No shit.
literally, Martin Scorsese watched this freaking movie.
That's how it starts. That's
And-
how Hollywood is.
It's crazy.
It's all about being at the right place, the right time.
And in that guy actually probably went on to do more movies than anyone else in this entire thing. He has like a pretty good career. He's actually still making movies, but he's pretty much typecast as a, the Italian mobster.
It's not a bad thing to be typecast.
No. I mean, he's been in a lot though.
It's
like,
weird
all
how
small
actors
parts,
will be
but-
like, "I'm typecast as a nerd," or "Fuck it, you're working, man. You're a working actor."
Hollywood.
Yeah, if you're a working actor, you're probably making more money than I am not being a
Yeah,
working
I
actor.
mean, just fucking do it. Just keep getting better at it. You'll
Yeah.
keep getting more roles.
I would say the one thing the only thing I didn't like about the movie, was a character. I didn't like the doorman character, the one that the mafia guys wanted to kill because they let the girlfriend go with the homeless guy. Like, I just like he was supposed to be like comic relief, and I didn't think it was
It
funny.
fell flat.
It kind of fell flat. Like I didn't like that, but like, man, I loved the makeup. Like, it's so cheesy and over the top, and like
Yeah, that toilet scene is
that toilet scene is ridiculous, and the poster that they made off the toilet scenes, like that artwork,
It's iconic.
even more ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like, that's what it's known for.
Yeah.
Is that poster?
Yeah, I love it.
And you, Breschard, what were your favorite and worst parts?
When I first started watching, it started, all the melting and the ooze and the splats and all that. It kind of reminded me of I was like, oh, this kind of reminds me of the Thriller video. When the zombies come in, they're kind of like, oh, they got the Michael Jackson Thriller video. It was kind of like that. It kind of had that kind of 80s movie magic.
Yeah.
You know, it was almost like John Landis did the makeup or something like that, you know. Just kind of over the top, but you know, dramatic, just way over the top. Like it was damn near cheesy.
I can see that.
It was. Yeah. I mean, it was like it definitely they pushed it to the point where it's like getting beyond being even scary or gross. It's like it becomes kind of cheesy because it's so much.
You see the splat, boom, explosion, and then camera pans on the wall. Just you know, it's kind of like that. I enjoyed it.
What did you not like about it? Any parts you didn't like or
I thought it was dumb as hell.
Just the whole story, just kind of dumb.
I'll be real with y'all. I thought it was stupid as hell. Whoever thought of that was on one that day, and he said, "I want to offend as many people as I can with this stupid ass storyline." So to the director and writer of Street Trash, that was trash.
Yeah,
but it was great at the same time. But it was dumb as hell.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
but it's kind of, I don't know. It could happen.
Yeah, it is happening.
It's happening. You know. So that was my take on it.
Yeah,
I have an open mind to everything.
I like it. I mean, it's like it's definitely, there's a lot of these horror movies, especially in the 80s, that if someone recommends like, hey, what's a horror movie? I'm not, you know. This wouldn't be the one where I'm like, oh, you should watch Street Trash, you know, like, depending on the person. Yeah. I mean, our friend Cody, I was like, you should watch Street Trash, because I knew he would, like, be into this.
This is the type of movie where somebody comes over and be like, dude, put something fucked up on.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, okay, I got the right movie for you.
Like, you're not really going to get scared, but you're going to, like, see some fucked up stuff.
Street Trash is that movie that they play at the dark dungeon bars that's kind of,
hipster
horror. Yeah. And you're eating wings and watching.
And they have $2, you call it, drinks.
Yeah. There's a bar I go to in Austin called Bender, right there on Ben White and 35. Shout out to Bender. But they play shit like this. I walk in, I'm eating my wings. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
You should just recommend it to them next time.
Yeah, I think I will. I'm gonna say, hey, Steen and Brennan, why don't y'all put Street Trash on tonight? They're gonna be like, what? Just put it on. It fits the theme of this bar.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's like that. You walk in, you're like, what is that? His head just exploding is yellow and green.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kinda cool. And it's silent, so you just see the subtitles.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Looks like those Anne Frank posters.
Or those
Frank Anne.
Frank Ocean.
Those
Frank Ocean.
Those folders.
Yeah.
For the cats.
Don't make fun of my shit. Whenever I see him out, it brings back a flood of memories of me getting
bullied.
Fucking beat the fuck up.
Did they ever tear him up or anything? Did they ever, like, rip him up?
No, I would be there, like crawling from my...
Wow, you're stuttering. You're so, like, upset about this.
Don't tear the folder. Then I'm going to get beat by my mom, too. My mom's going to beat me.
So what was on the folders? Cats? Whatever.
Cats and unicorns on mountains and shit.
Dude, I do not remember those at all.
Very majestic. You remember them, right? Dude.
Remember. Oh.
Lisa Frank. How the fuck did I forget that?
Lisa Frank. Yeah.
Unicorns and cats with big doughy eyes.
I'll have to look that up after
you had
the
to
show.
walk around with school with those.
Do you have your homework, Carlos?
Son of a bitch.
And I'd be like...
You're trying to pull it out of your backpack without pulling out the whole
What's
folder.
taking you so long? And everybody would make fun of me because my name was Carlos.
Well, weren't you the only non-white person?
Dude, it was...
At your school?
They would make fun of me. Everybody else had normal names. Carlos.
You went to Robert E. Lee, right?
Oh, man, it's funny.
Robert, home of the fucking mad rebel. The Confederate flag.
Well, that's better than my name, man. You know what? I had to, as the older I got, I learned to love my name.
Oh, I love my name now.
I was insecure through high school and middle school because the first day of school, I knew when the teacher would call my name. Breschard. I'm here. I'm present. I'm here. That's my name, Breschard. Not Breschard, Brochetta. No, it's me. It's
you
French.
A fucking piece of bread with some...
Yeah.
I think you have a cool name.
I have a cool name. You know, the girls like it. That's what matters.
Oh, yeah, the girls like it.
Yeah. So it's cool. It's different. That's not my original name, though.
Okay, calm down, Francis.
No, that's not my original name. My mom changed it. My dad had another name in mind. Kind of cool. Meshach.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
How did you know? Yep. My original name was Meshach.
I like that too.
Yeah,
Shit.
that's cool. My nickname would have been Shaq.
Match the shoes.
Oh, that's great.
Full circle.
Full circle.
Full circle.
Street Trash was cool. I liked it.
Yeah, it's definitely like I feel like for people like me, Carlos, and people that are just always watching horror stuff, like it's definitely a must watch, but it's one that you gotta be prepared going into it. I feel like now in today's like culture wars or whatever the hell you would call whatever's going on, like this could be real offensive to a lot of people.
Oh yeah, y'all are insensitive to the homeless community. It's a community for everything now.
Yeah.
You know, everybody got their 2 cents to say.
Hate it. I'm like,
you got to be careful what you say.
You know what? I'm not. I don't know if I'll ever be famous. I'm not gonna be a fucking teacher or president, so I don't give a fuck what I say. I'll fucking tell people what the fuck I think.
That's what that's what our show's about. Our show's about the horror community. We're a community.
We're a community.
Look at us.
The horror.
Look at us. We're probably the most diverse community out there.
The horror, yeah. We're the horror community.
The horror community.
The horror.
Hey, you want to play a game?
The horror. No, you're saying it wrong. You're saying horror.
Horror.
It's horror. Horror.
Yeah, we're in the horror community. Yeah.
So.
I recommend it.
Yeah,
of course, I do too.
I recommend it. It's fun. It's like, hey, you want to watch some silly shit that's a horror movie?
You want to watch some guy melting inside of a fucking used toilet in an alley or in a warehouse? Watch this movie.
It's dirty. You watch it, you're going to want to go take a shower.
Yeah.
Take a bath.
Yeah. See,
or grab Midnight Swim.
Is
that what it's called? Midnight Swim?
Yeah.
What's Midnight Swim?
It's that club.
That bar. It's fucking...
Necio.
It's dirty, huh?
Fucking sucias, dude.
Le baño.
Fucking sucias. Sucias in their big old... I call them cum catchers.
Cum dumpsters.
No, cum catchers.
The big fake lips?
No, the big fake fucking eyelashes.
Oh. Gross.
That's what they were made
Taking
for.
It too far.
They were made for that shit.
The big nails, the big long fingernails too, right?
Those things are crazy, man.
I'm like, how the fuck? I guess you don't work. You don't work? How the fuck are you gonna work with those goddamn...
Dude, I saw that girl, woman, the Olympic runner. I can't think of her name right now.
From Dallas, Richards.
I don't know. I mean, her nails are like crazy long. Her hair's crazy long.
She fast.
I saw her. Yeah, she's real fast.
She's fast.
Man, I saw her the other day, like tying her shoes. A picture, like a video of her tying her shoes, and her nails are like that long. Yeah. I'm like, it looks so confusing to me. How the fuck you do that? But she does it.
Yeah, those big eyelashes were first invented back in the day to keep cum out of the prostitute's eyes.
No way.
Seriously, look it up.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I don't know if I...
Wikipedia, that's what Wikipedia said.
Oh, yeah, I put that on there.
For real?
Yes. No, I'm...
Damn, Carlos.
That's why I call them cum catchers.
He brings the knowledge.
He brings the ism, the wisdom.
The nasty...
They call it the ism.
It's called the nasty knowledge.
The nasty... the nasty knowledge.
That's messed up.
Yep. So, Breschard, what do you have going on? Tell us what you have coming up and going on, and
okay, so
spill your guts.
I'm gonna spill my guts. So November 4th, 2022, I'm dropping a project called The Wheel. It's an album, but I'm promoting it like it's a movie. So it's called The Wheel. It's a deep project, but it's real fun. Like when you listen to it. So it started off as I was making music to pitch to my friend Disney Hall. She's friends with Ryan Coogler, the director of Black Panther. So I dropped an EP last year called Jump, Boom 777 on iTunes. It's called Jump. She heard it. She liked it. She sent it to him. And he was like, man, that's real dope. He's real talented. You know, send me some more stuff. So I started making this music that I was going to present to pitch for Black Panther 2, you know. Supposedly he was looking for underground, independent, like, black artists. So I was making this music, and it ended up becoming my own album. Like, it just flowed, and it went well, because I knew I wasn't going to make the deadline, because Black Panther 2 is about to come out. You know, it was a shot in the dark, you know, but it was worth the shot. But out of all that, I came up with The Wheel, you know, so that's coming November 4th. And
is there a
really
link?
Excited. Yeah, it's on iTunes, Tidal. My
Jamie
Instagram,
said she'd put it on the chat.
Put on the chat. Instagram at Hurricane Boone, HURICANE BOON. Look me up on iTunes, Tidal, Spotify, Boone, BOON 777. That's my stage name. It used to be Boondock, but I changed to Boone 777. So I thought it was kind of cool. I wanted to switch it up a little bit. So I'm dropping this album, which to me is so good, it could be a short film. I could turn that music into a short film. Because one of my dreams is to work on movie scores.
Yeah.
Work on cinematic movies. And like Jordan Peele, I look up to his movies and I listen to the scores and all that. And I'm like, you know what? That'll be the dream, is to have songs played throughout one of your favorite movies. So,
did you do, since you were going to try to pitch this to them for Black Panther, did you write the songs kind of, you know, when you're thinking like, oh, okay, I'm going to write a radio song, I'm going to write like a, you know, just a club song, did you like actually, were you trying to formulate them to be like movie, more cinematic?
I wanted to be real cinematic.
Yeah.
So when you listen,
can't wait to hear it.
Yeah,
I can't wait to hear it.
I wanted it to be cinematic. So when you hear it, it was like, oh, I'm gonna pick a theme, and when I was creating it, I wanted it to be big and cinematic, kind of have some replay value, you know. So that's why I love Kendrick Lamar's music so much, because it's very cinematic, you know, very powerful. People like that, like artists like that, like Andre 3000, you know, like J. Cole, you know, even someone like Ye, some of his music is very cinematic.
Yeah. So
what I do is I'll go back and listen to old like 70s or 80s music, and I find a sample.
Yeah.
And then I'll listen to it. I listen to it 10 times, and I'll catch a vibe off of it. I'll catch it's a feeling, like, oh, I'm gonna talk about this. And so that's when I started doing.
That's cool.
Working with Black Panther. Yeah, I just don't go in like, I kind of have it in my head, but I'll listen to some old samples and kind of get a feeling, and then I'll know if it's gonna work well written, and then I'll formulate a song. I'll start with the hook first. I always start with the hook first, and that's gonna give me my lyrics.
Are you writing everything, like the music and everything yourself?
Write it right on my iPhone.
Cool. What do you use?
So most of the time when I'm writing, it'll be either I'm driving on the highway, in the shower, or like late night. And I have my voice recorder on my phone. If I have an idea, I say it into my phone so I don't lose it. So a lot of my thoughts come quickly. And if I don't, record it, I'll lose it.
What do you do when you're tracking, like for beats and stuff? You use like a Live or Ableton? I mean,
Pro Tools.
Pro Tools, okay.
Yeah. So my producer, Y2, Instagram at Y2 Heru, Heru, Y2 Heru. That's my producer. He's done some stuff for
cool.
He's worked with Dr. Dre, Nipsey Hussle, Tech Nine. You know, so now he's crossed over into like the commercial side. He's done jingles and stuff for music and movies and like commercials and stuff like that. He did something for the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is one of my best friends. So that's how I got into it. And he was like, just keep doing it, and cross over into the movie. You know.
Yeah.
So,
that's cool.
You know, the movie publishing is where it's at. That's longevity.
Yeah.
Music for commercials and music and movies, that's where it's at.
Hi, Pizza.
Oh, hey, Pizza. Sorry, we
didn't want to end up. We didn't want to.
Hey, what's up, Pizza?
No, it's not pre-recorded. It's live. You were listening to Breschard.
I want to
throw out some fresh beats.
Yeah, I want to create some scary. I want to make a song.
I didn't know whether I wanted to say Boone 777 or
Boone
Breschard
777. I want to make some scary movie music. It can be done. So that's what I want to do.
I haven't heard of Monotreme.
I don't know what that is.
Have you heard of Monotreme, by the way? No, I haven't. I've heard of Ableton, Pro Tools.
What is monotreme?
I don't know. What is monotreme? Is it? Oh, it's an animal. I don't know what monotreme is. I hope this is a setup for a joke. Like there's going to be a punchline.
Please.
But I don't know.
Please, pizza, let it be a joke.
I thank y'all for having me again.
Yeah.
This has been fun.
A platypus and a porcupine combined. So a platypus and a porcupine walk into a bar. Okay, where's this going?
I don't know. I feel like this is like
the porcupine tells the bartender. Porcupine tells the bartender, "Hey, fuck your mother." What?
Montreme these nuts. Montreme.
That was pretty good.
I knew it. I knew it was a setup. Montreme these.
You know a platypus will kill you?
I heard they're toxic, right?
Those fucking
They have a little spike. And they have like a little poisonous spike.
Really?
Yeah.
They're fucking crazy, bro. You should write a fucking sick beat about a platypus named George.
Featuring Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah, only mammal that lays eggs. Dude, you can. Dude, there's a whole album about a platypus named George.
Should I make an album about a platypus?
Named George.
Yeah. We'll make a children's book.
Look, I got a scary movie album idea. It's called Deer People. DEER People. Y'all want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the trailer. Boom. You're in the woods, and these hikers keep finding these deer hides, like a deer tail, like a white-tailed buck, like a white buck. They keep finding deer tails and hoofs and all type of Blair Witch crazy shit, right? Supposedly out there in the woods of Virginia, there are deer people. They're like mutant people. They look like you. A male that walks on two legs, but he has the head of a deer with big ass.
And the hair of Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, that's some trippy shit, right? Deer people.
Is it
carnivores?
Yeah, so you're talking about a fucking Wendigo.
Yeah, like a demonic deer head, jackalope, something. I think that would be.
You need to watch Antlers.
I've never seen it.
You need to watch Antlers.
Really? Am I on to something? Kind of.
No, it's. I don't know. I think you just like said that because of the deer people, right? It doesn't have anything to do with deer people.
Oh.
I don't know. I watch Antlers. I'm gonna have to write all these down for you.
Yeah, write it down for me.
And by write down and send you a text.
I saw VHS.
The newer one?
No, the older one.
The new one comes out soon.
Yeah, it's
VHS 1984.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's the DN shop? I don't know what the DN shop is.
These are all jokes.
I don't know.
Pizza's getting us.
Who have the marshal and where the fire? By the way, have you been to the DN shop? No, I have not been to the DN shop. Where is it at? Why did I ask where is it at?
D's nuts. It's D's nuts.
D's nut shop. Man.
D's nuts.
We're the ones that tell people to talk shit to us. Look at
Fool us once, shame on them. Fool us twice, shame on you. Fool us 3 times, fool us again.
Find you.
Fool us 4 times, and we're just gonna keep falling for it.
What do you think? Should we wrap it up?
69 and 420th Street. Yeah. I think that's it. Thanks, dude. I really appreciate you coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll
coming
Thank you for having me.
your busy schedule. You drove all the way fucking down here.
You know what? Next time y'all want me out, I'll be here.
Cool.
Again,
Dude, anytime you want to come on, dude, you just let me know.
And we if you give us all your links and everything too, whenever we upload to YouTube tomorrow, we'll put everything in our YouTube links and everything.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'll for sure do that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we have Mother's Day.
Have you watched that yet?
Nope.
That means you guys got to watch it tonight.
Mother's Day. What time is streaming tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Bye pizza.
Bye. So tomorrow we're streaming at 6:00.
Okay.
6:00.
And then the burning, the 18th, the 19th, My Bloody Valentine. Oh, that one's so good.
Monotreme. I'll look it up. Drag Me to Hell. Yeah, we got a lot of good ones coming up.
Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, The Fog.
Except for vampires.
It's
The
all right.
Fog. Love
You know
The
what
Fog.
movie that I saw recently that my first time ever seeing it, and I thought it was scary. What was it? With Lawrence Fishburne, Horizon Deep. Not
Event
Horizon. Yeah,
Oh,
we
just reviewed that one.
That was great.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's some great 90s.
that was a slept-on movie. That shit was scary.
Yeah, it was good.
I enjoyed that one.
That thing lost a lot of money.
When he showed up, when the antagonist showed up in full form, I was like,
oh yeah, yeah. We just watched it a couple weeks ago.
that was the devil, y'all. Lucifer.
Lucy. I call him Lucy.
Lucy.
We buddies, so he lets me call him Lucy.
Yeah, that was him. He showed up. That was pretty trippy to see that.
All right, so thanks again, guys, who
Thank y'all.
chimed in and talked with us. Breschard, thank you again. I love you to death, dude. You're one of my best buds, dude.
Thank you.
My best bud. You're my best bud.
I love you, buddy.
So it was a pleasure talking shit with you. It was great.
We got some stories.
So
we'll
until
be
tomorrow,
back tomorrow night.
Tune in and talk shit.
Maybe next weekend I'll come down and do another one with y'all.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.